Go.
Walmart.
Lorenzo.
The Rev, Daryl Russell. We at the North Avenue store, Walmart, standing up for the Walmart workers who've been mistreated badly in their store by management, by corporate office. We're here standing in solidarity for our brothers and sisters.
Deja sacar la madera.
I do production. I've been in production 12 years from other stores. I've been working for Walmart my first year this season as of November. I just want them to start retaliating and give us what we earn. That's all. That's why I'm a member of all Walmart. Stop the retaliation, Walmart. This is a message directly to you and Mike Duke up there in Bentonville. I hope y'all get a good view of what we saying. We don't want to be retaliated because we speak out. All we want is our fair share when we work for y'all. We push y'all freight. We unload y'all trucks. We stock y'all stores. Without us, ain't no you. I was a 30-hour associate to 40 hours to everything I earned my right, and as well as many other fellow associates to get to where we had to go.
We are here today in solidarity with Walmart workers in warehouses and in retail stores all over the country. There are tons and tons of organizations involved today. I'm not going to be able to list them all, but on behalf of Jobs with Justice, we thank you. I have the great pleasure and honor of introducing a couple of workers. Charmaine Gibbons Thomas. Yes. Charmaine is with our Walmart.
Yeah. Yes, I'm with our Walmart, and I'm also a Walmart worker at Evergreen Park store. I'm a sales associate in electronics. Today is my 7th year anniversary, and I'm standing up for all workers, all Walmart workers around the country, so that Walmart could give us a living wage, that Walmart could give us, stop retaliating against us when we speak up, and I want them to understand that we just want to make a basic wage, a living wage, to be able to pay our bills from one paycheck to the next, and also for them to respect us.
We came out here at 5:30 this morning at this Walmart on 83rd and Stewart on the south side of Chicago. This giant store has gotten away over the decades with taking advantage of workers, not paying them enough wages, not paying them enough benefits. They've also been on the receiving end of a lot of tax subsidies. This is one of the most heavily subsidized corporations in the United States. So the workers are here today, Black Friday, first thing this morning at several stores. They've taken off. This is a huge risk for the workers. They're taking a day off to come out and inform the communities. And there's a lot of solidarity. A lot of people here from various communities, from various organizations. And the workers are saying enough is enough. They want a decent wage, they want benefits, and they want good working conditions. There's nothing outrageous about this. There's nothing unusual about it. There's nothing radical about this. This is just a basic notion that if you're getting up every morning to come to work, you ought not to be poor. A lot of these workers come to work every morning. They get up, but they're still poor. They have our support. They have the full support of the community. In fact, the other day I was listening to WVON when they were saying that 70% of the callers at WVON, this black radio station, 70% said they were in full support of this strike. And, just 12% said, they're on tight budgets, and that's the only reason they buy at Walmart. So there's a great sympathy here. I think profoundly what this is about is that people who are waking up in the morning to go to work, we should find poverty unacceptable in a society as rich as this one. But what is even particularly offensive, even more offensive, is the idea that these people wake up every morning to go to work and that wage keeps them poor. They can't escape poverty on a Walmart wage.
My name is Linda Haluska. I work for the Glenwood Walmart in Illinois. I've been employed there for 7 years. Actually, this year marks my 7th year being employed for that store. I've had somewhat of an experience what I felt was the type of retaliation, because it seems that whenever associates talk among themselves, you always have a tendency to get someone that is either a supervisor or management that comes up within the group or within your space wanting to kind of eavesdrop and hear what you're talking about. So you cannot really have a personal conversation with somebody, in spite the fact if it's outside of Walmart or outside of our Walmart, the organization. It just seems like everybody wants to know what you're talking about if it's between 2 or 3 people. A couple of weekends ago, my son was in the emergency room, and when I came to work, I was already flustered as it was because my husband still had to pick him up. I was talking to one of their associates personally about the conversation that I was having with her about my son being in the emergency room. I was working and she was already off the clock. Though I was continuing working, one of the supervisors came up because he saw that we were having a conversation and insisted to be in our space. And I had asked him numerous times to please step away. We're having a personal conversation. I'm not talking about anything out of context. I just needed to talk to her briefly. And he insisted on coming up on us and stood right behind the other associate. So as I looked at him and I asked him to please walk away, he did walk away. Later on that night, he did call me into the office because he wanted to talk to me about something, and I knew exactly what it was, and I told him, the reason why you want to talk to me is because you did not hear what we were talking about. You wanted to invade my privacy. So as he pulled me into the office, not only he was there, but then also 2 other assistant managers came into the office, so I knew this whole thing was orchestrated. He had a purpose in mind. He wanted to try to, like I said, perform some type of retaliation or maybe some type of discipline at that point. Before he could open his mouth, I just told him straight out front, my personal life is my personal life. It's not Walmart's personal business to know exactly what I'm talking about or even know about my family unless I care to share that. It was the end. I put the end of the conversation at that point. I stepped out and I walked out and I went to my department to start work. And of course, the issue didn't stop there because now the assistant managers wanted to know exactly what transpired from this whole thing, what brought this on, and as I told them both, you guys have your own little groups that go around listening to conversations. I don't do that. I respect you by not listening to your conversations. I do not get into your meetings and go and tell all the associates what's going on. I expect the same respect in return when it comes to my personal life.
My name's Phil Bailey. I'm a Walmart warehouse striker. We're here at the North Avenue store in support of the store strikers who are on an unfair labor practice strike. The retail employees at this Walmart store and others across the city of Chicago and the Chicagoland area. We are here standing with them in solidarity against retaliation from management that they have received for organizing. We're standing together with them to fight back against unfair retaliation by management, illegal retaliation by management. They have a right to organize the way we did at the warehouse in Elwood, where we won a strike the first time again in a Walmart facility anywhere. We won that strike, we got back pay and we got our jobs back. We're standing with them against retaliation from management.
Give us our fair share, because all Walmart ain't going nowhere. As we move your freight from the warehouse workers to Elmwood, to Minnesota, to Milwaukee, to the old entire world, from Pico Rivera. We will not shut up. We will not be quiet if you can't stand it, because all Walmart ain't going nowhere. And if you don't like this is what we earned our rights. We have families as well as you have the Billion Dollar Corporation, the most valuable retailer in the world. We earned our right to get what we deserve.
A suggestion was brought to our attention that they wanted to maybe hypothetically they were speaking about this past summer forming a softball team among the 5 stores that are within our area, which is kind of like Crestwood, Glenwood, Country Club Hills, Lansing, and Matson, because we're all within the same area. And one of the associates kind of joked around, made a comment, do you really want to do something like that? Because it's bringing us all together. And I guess maybe management kind of caught on to the idea that this would not be a good choice to make because you're bringing us together where you're trying to keep us apart. So that kind of defeated their purpose of what they're trying to do.
And so what did they decide to do?
We did not have anything like that. It was never talked about again. So they kind of dropped the idea because I think they realized this would not have been a good move.